That's it, we're done.
Money.
Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are resurrecting yet another YouTube oldie but goodie by doing the 50 random facts about me tag. Thanks to my last video, which you should totally go check out, BG Dubs, we have had a good chunk of new subscribers join the fam bam. I figured a tag like this would kind of help the newcomers get to know me a little bit more. And even if you've been a subscriber of mine for a while, you may learn a few new things about me today. Who knows? So let's go ahead and get into 50 random facts about me. Interesting factoid numero uno is that I wear glasses. I have 4 eyes. I am visually impaired. This is the pair that I've been rocking lately. Fun fact, I actually used to wear fake glasses back in like elementary school, back when like Claire's used to have buku fake glasses that looked real, but they were all super cool. Yeah, but back then I had amazing, impeccable vision, and then I got to middle school and that shit just went downhill, and now I'm blind. So I love horror movies. Horror is my absolute favorite genre of movie ever. I collect horror movies on DVD. I even have a whole display case in my corner just full of a bunch of like horror merch and memorabilia. I just really freaking love horror movies, okay? They're the best. My go-to Dunkin' order is not only an iced matcha latte, but an iced matcha latte with like 3 or 4 pumps of the French vanilla swirl like flavoring. Magnifique. The best thing you will literally ever drink in your life. I know when it comes to like matcha and stuff, you either love it or you hate it, and I know a lot of people hate it, but I love it. Can't help it. I wrecked and totaled my first ever car that I got when I was 16, less than a month after I got it. I ended up wrecking it at my mom's job with a bunch of my friends in the car, and I actually hit my mom's car. It's a lot. If you want a story time on that, let me know, because I would just love to tell you guys about that catastrophe. I didn't drive for like damn near 2 years after that. It was a lot. It was a mess. The original 1996 Scream and the movie White Chicks are my favorite movies of all time. I literally can watch them non-stop all the time, back to back, any day. I could probably recite to you the entire movies like word for word too, but we would be here for a really long time if I did that. I'm a Scorpio, which is no secret because I talk about it all the time on my channel, but I figured I'd include it because people like to know your signs for some reason. I don't know. I have never, ever been in a romantic relationship before. I've never even like been on as much as a date either. Like I just, And it's my choice. Like I stay far away from that. It's just like, it's not for me. Like it's just, the idea of it kind of grosses me out. I don't know. I attended private religious schools from literal pre-K all the way up until 8th grade and did not attend public schools until my freshman year of high school, so that was fun. My favorite place to eat in the entire freaking world is Chipotle. Oh my god, if I were to like die tomorrow and I could get one last meal, it would be Chipotle. Freaking love Chipotle. Oh my god, it's so good. If it wasn't obvious before, my favorite animal print ever is zebra print. I freaking love zebra print. I have zebra print everything. Got a zebra print wall, got a bunch of zebra print stuff on my bed. My car seat covers are even zebra print. It's kind of a problem, an addiction even, but I don't care. It's cute. I wouldn't say a zebra was like my favorite animal though. Do I even have a favorite animal? Dogs. I love dogs. I'm an only child. If the only child syndrome was not loud enough, my lovely mother popped me out of her coochie cat and said that was enough of that. And rightfully so, because she got me, and I could not imagine more of me. I was actually a theater kid. I know. And I even got accepted into the performing arts high school here in my city for musical theater, but I did not get a chance to attend because although I did get accepted, they did not have enough room in the school. So therefore, I went to my public school that I attended from freshman year to senior year. And that was a time I really could have just been living like my best victorious life, and like, I just feel like that was stripped away from me, and like to this day it still hurts a little bit. I also was a cheerleader and a soccer player for 2 years when I was in middle school, so call me Miss Well-Rounded. I do not like, and if I'm being real, just downright despise most fruits, but I love me some vegetables. I hate wearing shoes. I've always been this way. I do wear shoes when necessary, but if I have the option to not wear shoes, I am not wearing shoes. I don't know, I think it's like a sensory thing, but My first ever celeb crush was Justin Bieber, which is not groundbreaking news because I'm like probably 99.999% sure anyone watching this video was at one point in their life a believer. Okay, but I never stopped. I sleep with a nightlight. I sleep with a really cute pink heart nightlight that I got from the Dollar Tree, so don't judge me. At least I do it in style. My signature scent is pink sugar. I freaking love pink sugar. As you can see, I have 2 of the perfumes and 2 of the body sprays amongst my other various pink scents. I have a speech impediment, which I don't know if it's been obvious yet, but I do. I don't think I ever really like fully grasped how to control my tongue. Therefore, it kind of led to me like becoming a speed talker, and for a very long time, no one could understand me but my mother. So when I would speak, people would look at her and be like, what did she say? And she'd have to like be my translator. And then further on down the line, when I kind of started to realize that this was handicapping me a little bit, I would like try to slow my speech down, but when I would do that, and when I still do that, or try to at least, my words would get really slurred, or if I'm like saying like a really long sentence, I can't like fully enunciate every word in the sentence. I don't know. Which is crazy ironic because growing up I was also told that I was like super articulate. Fall is my favorite season of all time, not just because my birthday's in November, but just because I like fall a lot. And also Halloween is my favorite holiday, so that could have something to do with it. Fall is just so chill, you know, it's like cool, it's not super freaking hot, and it's spooky. And I really love me some spooky. I was actually a vegetarian for I think like what was collectively maybe 3 years. Not consecutively, kind of just like a year, and then I would go back to eating meat, and then I would do another year, and I would go back to eating meat, and then I'd do another year, and I was like, I can't do this no more. I was not only a choir kid, but I was also the highest singing soprano in my choir too. Okay, I was hitting the Mariah Carey notes. I don't know what happened. I cannot do that now. I think it was because like that was me pre-vocal puberty. I'm very much so an alto now, but that was fun. It was a good achievement, I will say. I am currently a college student majoring in broadcasting and production technology, which is kind of just like an umbrella term for like film and videography and screenwriting and all that jazz. My favorite book and like book series of all time is actually The Click. All pretty girls read The Click and watched the movie. I have never watched Titanic, and I do not plan on doing so. I don't know if that's like a fun fact about me technically, but it needed to be said. Especially as someone who really loves film and filmography and all that jazz, that is just a movie that I cannot get into. I do not want to waste 3 hours of my life on that depressing movie. No thank you. My absolute fave video games of all time would have to be The Sims, specifically The Sims 3. I will not touch The Sims 4 with a 10-foot pole. That game is disgusting. And when I'm not being a super cute girly gamer playing The Sims, I am playing the Batman Arkham series on my Xbox. Oh my god, when I say I freaking love those games, my favorite in the entire series probably being Asylum. So good. Or Origin. I really love Origins. Honestly, all of them but Arkham Knight. Arkham Knight was just way too freaking hard for me. I'm sorry, I couldn't do it. I was actually not allowed to play The Sims for years because my mom thought that the woohoo feature was too inappropriate for me. So then it resulted in me sneaking and playing it behind her back on her laptop until I eventually got caught, as I always did in my little schemes, and she just like let me play it because at that point I was already exposed to it. I mean, I was sneaky. I can admit it. I was a sneaky kid, okay? I am a whopping 5'1". That's right, people. I am only 5 feet and 1 inch tall. I unfortunately did not win the genetic lottery, especially in the fact that my entire family is short, but I prefer the term vertically challenged. So my favorite TV show of all time is, you guessed it, Jersey Shore, which is no secret if you're a follower of mine. I freaking love that show. I have a whole photo collage dedicated to it on my wall. The show itself and like all the girls especially have very heavily influenced my current style aesthetic. All I aspire to be is a meatball. When I was younger, a wee tot, I actually found my mom's eyebrow razor before I even knew what an eyebrow razor was, and I shaved off like half of my eyebrow and then proceeded to like wear those 3D glasses that we used to get, like we would pop the lenses out of, and I wore a pair of those for like a week straight to hide it, but I eventually got caught. But I got away with it for a week, so I think that's pretty good. I actively played with dolls until I was like 15, going into high school. I have always loved dolls, okay? Barbie, Bratz, Monster High, American Girl, you name it, I had it. Then I got to high school and was like, I'm a big girl now and I can't play with dolls anymore, so I threw them all away like an idiot. And now I am spending my adult years feverishly trying to recollect all of my dolls. I started with the Monster Highs. I got 3 of the repro dolls. I have Frankie, Claudine, and Draculaura, and now we're gonna see where we go from here. I think I kind of either want to get another American Girl doll or a Bratz doll, but we'll see. Speaking of me being a rather peculiar child, I actually fell through a glass tabletop when I was a kid. I can't remember if we were like moving or whatever, but my parents had this like glass tabletop just chilling in the room, and my mom was distracted on the phone, and I like wandered in there and saw it, so I like propped it on top of like their bed. Like half of it was on their bed, it was like a little walkway, and then like it ended on this pile of clothes, and I proceeded to like use it as like a runway, and I was like walking across it like strutting my stuff until I eventually fell right through the glass. Glass shattered everywhere, it cut my legs up, my mom came rushing in. It was a crime scene, okay? But life has simply not been boring for my parents since they had me, and I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I love going to the movies by myself. I don't know, it's like so therapeutic. I like really just enjoy my own company, honestly. It honestly got so bad last October where I was like going so often that the ticket guys like remembered me and like knew me. They probably thought I was like a super major loser though, but I don't care. Playing Just Dance is my fave way to exercise. I hate the idea of exercising and working out, and I will only do so if it's disguised as like a dance workout or Pilates. I will literally not do it any other way, but Just Dance is my all-time fave way to work out. I freaking love Just Dance. My guilty pleasure is actually reading Wattpad romance novels. I can't help it, they're so good. One of my first ever jobs was working at the mall. I worked at Route 21, and the only reason I wanted to work at the mall was because of the show 16 and because they made working at the mall look like so much freaking fun. It was not. Actually, I'm lying. It was fun because my coworkers were super amazing, but like working in the mall itself is defo not for the weak. I am a super mega major night owl, okay? I will stay up until the wee hours of the night, not even by choice sometimes. Like I just am so programmed to being up until like 0 o'clock in the morning. To all my homies who have ever watched the MPGIS, aka Most Popular Girls in School web series here on YouTube, I can recite Trisha's entire Ashley Cachadorian monologue because I have literally rewatched that entire web series so many times.
Do you know what these are, Ashley Cachadorian? These are a little girl's arms. A little girl with dreams, with legs, with a head. She's a pencil. She's a disposal stick. You could use her as a pool noodle. And now I'm holding up her arms. Her arms. I'm holding them because you were watching the door.
And scene. One time in elementary school, I actually faked being sick so that I could come home, get this, just so that I could learn the Dance Moms choreography to their electricity routine. And I have no regrets. It was one of their best routines if you ask me, okay? I cannot save money to save my own life. I could literally be in the electric chair and they could give me the ultimatum of either saving money or dying by electrocution, and I would honestly rather just die by electrocution. Because honestly, we could all like kick the bucket any day now, and would you want to die with a loaded bank account but no way to spend it, or with an empty bank account and just a lot of like fun experiences? Exactly. I ghosted my therapist after the very first session. I went in there, gave her the whole spiel, cried my eyes out, left, never went back. I probably ended up traumatizing her, if we're being honest. When I grow up, I want to be like a super mega famous like internet celebrity slash personality. I used to want my first car to be an Escalade. I could not tell you why. And the only reason I feel like I didn't go through with that is because I can barely control a freaking like sedan, let alone a whole big old truck. I love watching like adult animation shows, so like Bob's Burgers and American Dad and Archer, Family Guy, all that jazz. I freaking love it. I think partially it's because I used to like sneak and watch Adult Swim as a kid. I have had COVID for a whopping total of 3 times. That's right, you heard me. I have had COVID once a year since 2020. I actually just recovered from a case of COVID that I got, my yearly case. I don't know what's going on. I've been vaccinated, I've been boosted, yet I keep getting sick. It's what's the word I'm looking for? It's an enigma. Yeah. I used to make like Barbie doll stop motion videos when I was a kid, and like I don't know if you guys remember that point on YouTube where like doll videos were like all the raves, like music videos and like drama series and stuff. Like I used to love watching those, so they kind of inspired me to like make my own, but they never saw the light of day. And honestly, if I can get a hold of that footage today, like I was having my dolls act out Euphoria before Euphoria was even Euphoria. Victoria. I desperately want a breast reduction. Normally that's like not the case. Normally people want a boob job to like make them bigger. Not me, sister. I want these girls knocked down a few cup sizes because I simply cannot do it anymore. My back hurts. It's killing me. I do not think I've been able to stand up straight in years, since I quite literally hit puberty when I was like in the 4th grade. I used to want to be a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader because I used to watch the show so much. I used to watch the CMT network, like the country music television network, religiously as a child. I don't really know why, but like, mama, I was tuned in, and I was especially tuned in for the Dallas Cowboys cheerleader show, and I've wanted to be one ever since then. I do not have any qualifications to be a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader besides maybe like 2 years of cheer experience, a couple years of dancing, but mama, you could not tell me that I was not going to be out there shaking my tail feather on that football field. No, no, no. Oh, nay, nay, nay. I'm a homebody through and through. I love staying inside. I love my room. I do not like leaving my room, to my detriment sometimes, because like I have no life. I'm kind of a loser. I want to change that. I'm working towards changing that, but like honestly, the outside world gives me so much anxiety. And I think we are finally on fact number 50, which is as of January 9th, I have officially been posting and uploading on YouTube for a whole year. A year really isn't like that long, but it's damn sure a long time to me because I am like not the most consistent person in anything. So the fact that I've been posting on YouTube long enough for me to make a year, it's crazy to me. Younger me would be absolutely living for this, okay? She would faint. A whole year and 3,000 of you lovely peeps later, here we are. Who would have thought? Not me. My camera is about to die on me any second now, and I need to leave the house really soon so I can go meet up with my mama so we can go shopping. So we are going to make this outro super quick. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video and maybe even learned a few new things about moi. I love you guys so freaking much. Once again, thank you so much for 3K subscribers. It's only going up from here, and I cannot wait to see where I am a year from now. That is all I have for today, and I will catch you guys later. Mwah!
Come every time you come around my London Bridge, wanna go down like London, wanna go down like London, be going down like